Okay.
And we are live. Hello everyone. Sorry we're running a little bit late today. This is Dr. Inky.
Yes, and this is my partner in crime, Dr. Ali.
And we are on the Two Dogs podcast. Well, it just so happens that I was running late and he is running late.
Yeah, they both ran it at the same time.
We both running late at the same time. So, and then we had to set up everything here.
Yes.
But anyway, we're here, and today this week we got a very interesting topic. This will be our 5th podcast, and this time we are going to be talking about polygamy.
Yeah, we'll be talking about something very interesting, whereby you do see it happening, but sometimes you don't think that it will actually happen to you or someone that you know.
I think it's got a very bad rap
Yes.
when we hear the word polygamy,
Yeah.
right? And like it or not, it's something that I think it's here in society. And as much as if the LGBTs want to have equal rights,
Yeah.
they want to be recognized, I think even the polygamous person would say, I have my certain rights through polygamy.
Yeah.
We're here today, we're not advocating it, neither are we opposing it, but we're going to talk about it in different perspectives.
Yeah.
And we're just going to throw the limelight not just at the person, or usually the guy in this sense, who wants to be polygamous. Dia belum kahwin lagi. Lagi.
Saya masih ada kota lagi. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to introduce you our esteemed guest.
Dr. Inky's life shortened by 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. No, tonight I'm sleeping on the streets here. So, our guest today will be none other than Sheikh Koo.
Yes. Mr.
Hi
Amir
everybody.
Bahari.
Hi.
It's okay.
You can see here, you can see there.
You can see here, you can see that side.
Okay, right. Let's look at the computer. That
Ah,
computer.
this one, yeah.
Okay. Hi everybody.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
Hi. My name is Amir Bahari. I'm a Syariah lawyer and I do a very interesting job for a living. On Saturday and Sunday, I have clients to fall in love. Why? Because I'm a trainer for a pre-marriage course. How do I know people are in love? Very easy. People who are in love have jelly necks and jelly knees, and they tend to sing a song. It goes something like, wise men say, only fools rush in, and I can't help falling in love with you. On Monday to Friday, my job changed. I help people who actually fall out of love, or people who fall in the love trap. That means I help people to divorce amicably. My USP is I help people to divorce and they still be friends on FB. How would you like that?
Oh my god, that is difficult.
I turn lemon into lemonade. Not only that, I turn mango to mangosteen. That one you cannot find. Okay, right. So, and what I do is I help clients to file the documents in court. I help them to negotiate a good settlement, and I make sure they plan who gets the kids on the weekend, and most importantly, I help them to move on in life. And guys, I've got a tip for the guys and for all the ladies and gentlemen in this program. The first rule about divorce is never negotiate with somebody who has seen you naked. Okay? Who has seen you naked? Your father, your mother, your spouse, and of course, your scandal. So no point negotiating with them. Get the lawyer to do the negotiation, okay? Because we are the negotiator. In my free time between Saturday to Friday, those who go for divorce, they will sing a song, and the song goes something like this. Must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it somehow. From Saturday, if I have free time between Saturday to Friday, my job changed. I help clients to write their love letters. Love letters, I mean like, excuse me, Amir, I mean like, why do people need to write love letters when we have the internet, Instagram and FB?
Exactly.
So love letters come in the form of will, trust and estate planning documents. Because they want to make sure that when they die, when their time comes in this world, when they have to check out from this world and go to the New World Hotel, or the New World Hotel, or hotel on top of the world, They want to make sure that they leave their family members with a legacy. And those who write their will sing a song. And it goes something like, my friends, my time has come, and I must go and face the final curtain. Something like that lah. But most important thing is you want to do things your way. So basically that's what I am the love gladiator. Do you know what's a love gladiator, guys?
I have no idea.
Okay, 2 people go to the love gladiator arena.
And only one come out alive?
3 come out.
3 come out alive!
That's why love gladiator lah. Gladiator, 2 come go in, 1 come out, right?
Yes.
Love gladiator, 2 go in, 3 come out.
Oh, so...
do the maths, bro. Do the maths.
What kind of maths is that? So, I want to ask you, since...
It's called a lawyer. He always comes up with
Yeah. So, since what you do is, on the weekends, you see people fall in love, and on the weekdays, you see people fall out of love. Have you seen the same couple come in on the weekend, and a couple of years' time, they come in on the weekday?
Well, of course. I mean, I've done
The
like
same couple.
Get it? I've done emceeing for a couple. I mean, like they're like the couple of the year. So wow, right? Like ini like 1 year. I think 1 year plus. They got divorced.
Wow, that's quick. It's quick.
It's called a quickie.
So it's good for you because you make money on both ends.
No, I never. Okay. To state my position, actually, it's not really much the money.
Understood.
It's more of like, stop right there, thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. I get on the human touch. I mean like, love, love is sweet, love is beautiful, love is blind, love is stupid.
Yeah, it
But
is.
more importantly, I mean, we must know when we're in love and when we're out of love.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, it's interesting because we always see as one perspective, and that's probably what 99% of society, whereby love is always monogamous, one-on-one. They fall in love, they fall out of love, that kind of thing. And yet there will be a 1% or maybe a bit more in certain societies whereby one is more than one. Whereby a family would have not just a nucleus family, they'll have the extended family, also called the polygamous family.
Yes, true.
I mean, what's the statistics like of polygamy in Malaysia?
In Malaysia.
You can never get the right statistic because it's always done hidden.
I understand.
Like the ground.
I understand.
The ground.
So
the
it means
ground.
that. So what you're saying is most of the polygamous marriages are not official in Malaysia.
Yes, they go detective. They go
Underground.
Underground.
like.
And why is that?
And why?
Is that?
Because they may fear of the repercussion in society.
But what sort of I mean, if you're already polygamous, that means you are already open about the relationship. It means that, let's example, maybe wife A and wife B, they both know about the relationship, and probably their spouse as well. Their families as well probably know about the relationship.
Or is it more so the case whereby they may not know each other?
They may not. Depending on the mental model, on the love model of the couple. Now, some mental model says, let's go open about it. Some say no, because of the repercussion. Because not all women can take it.
Of course.
Okay.
Because in marriage, the most important risk in marriage is the mental illness. You don't know. Okay. Some may be accepting, some may not. So the trickiest part about the marriage is the mental part of the couples.
The chemistry part,
No, chemistry okay.
The mental chemistry.
No, it's the mental part.
All right.
Because it's not in the marriage contract.
Okay.
And we're not taught to look out for it, you know. But that makes marriage the form of gamble. Okay, because there's always the physical part, the hardware and the software. Hardware, no problem, right?
Yeah.
No, hardware have a sound to it. You know what sound it goes?
What's out?
That's the hardware part. Okay, but the software, software you don't know. I mean, software is truly interesting because software is like go with the flow kind of thing, and men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, that's the deal.
Okay.
So for the men who feel that their wife may not be able to take it, but they're already falling in love, okay, Why they fall in love? Because sometimes they go for the test drive. Okay, but brake don't eat, and brake don't eat accident. Right. So men who's being
men always wear your seatbelt.
Always wear your seatbelt.
Otherwise, when you have an accident and suddenly, boom,
the
airbag deploys.
Because the man forgot to wear condominium.
Yes.
Because
then after that, then you have to give her the condominium.
I buy her condominium lah. Okay, so for men, they were men being a man, so they will take responsibility and marry. That's the best thing. So and so usually that goes in hidden,
For those who are when we talk about polygamy, I think for those who just tuned into the show, today we're talking about polygamy, and for those who thought polygamy was just easy come, it's all about the guy just picking something up.
Yeah, it is easy come.
It is easy come. I had the same thing in mind. I was like, yeah, easy come.
Genie comes lately, my dream comes true.
Now we know
You
which
may
is the
have
safe
come
one. Which is the
lately,
safe one.
but Genie comes lately, I'm in love with you.
It always puts me speechless after
Yeah, exactly.
My thoughts are just goes off.
No, I didn't mean to derail you, but okay,
don't worry about it. Yeah, so I think for those who join in and we're talking about polygamy, let's talk about certain things, how the legal process of it.
Okay, right.
The interesting thing is that not many countries in the world would put it legal. Most
Yeah.
countries actually deem it as not legal
Yep.
or
Right.
not recognized as a contract for polygamous contract. Even in the US, it's 51 states, 50 bans it, and only Utah.
Only Utah, because that is the home of the Mormons, and
Correct.
they are
do practice
polygamy
some-
in Asia. Yeah.
Yeah, so in Utah they do practice that, and then in other countries, most countries whereby there are Muslims as the majority would then have some. But interestingly enough, I read Turkey was one of the first countries, Muslim country, to actually ban
Polygamy.
polygamy.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
I'm not aware of that, but
Yeah.
it's good to know.
Yeah. So, how is it like in Malaysia? How does one, let's say any of our listeners are listening in, and if they were even thinking about it, what is that legal process? How do they have to do it legally, not the underground method?
Okay, legally you have to go. Number one, the husband and the prospective wife will have to the court and make an application.
Okay.
He has to justify why why is the need for polygamy. He has to come from in the basis of whether he has the money for it. Can he be just to all his wives? Whether he has the time for both of them, and so on. So basically, the husband and the prospective wife and the current wife will have to come to the court, and the court will seek the opinion of the existing wife, whether she is agreeable to polygamy.
Okay.
And the prospective wife will have to bring her wali, her guardian, her
Guardian
father,
as well, okay.
to tell the court that she too is agreeable to the scheme of
Yeah.
marriage.
So basically, it's going to be like black and white. There's no hiding, no hanky panky. You need not only the agreement from both just the husband and the prospective wife, but as well as
The current
the
wife.
current existing wives.
Yeah.
Let's say, example, if he has currently already in a polygamous marriage and he has only one wife, he asks that one wife's
Consent.
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 If you have more than
Consent
one
or
wife,
opinion.
if you have more than one wife, does he only require to ask the oldest wife, or
All
does
the
he,
wife.
he needs to
All
ask
the
all the wives?
Yes, all
So
the
he
wives.
must. So basically, any of the wife has a veto power to say no.
Okay,
I'm going to stop it.
Okay, not to say veto, but they have rights to voice their concern,
I
because in
understand.
the end, it is the court who will decide whether the parties, should polygamy, the polygamy marriage
Be legitimized.
Legitimize or not?
should proceed or not.
Proceed or not. Okay.
Right.
All right.
But if the court does not allow, there's always Thailand, London,
Yes,
Singapore.
exactly. Well,
But in Islam,
that's what
legally speaking, in Islam, basically, there are 5 pillars of marriage. If you meet all these 5 conditions, the marriage is valid.
It's valid.
Okay. Number 1 is the husband.
Okay.
Number 2 is the wife.
Alright.
Okay. Number 3 is the guardian of the wife.
Okay.
The guardian can be her father, is locally, or if overseas, we call guardian appointed by the head of state.
Okay.
They call wali hakim.
Okay.
Okay. Number 4, 2 witnesses. Number 5, offer acceptance. Voila. Either under banana tree,
Okay.
or either in front of Kaabah,
I understand.
or either under the coconut tree. It's good. All these 5 condition met
Understood.
Okay.
Okay,
understood.
so-
that is the criteria
for marriage. So
For
it's
marriage.
really as easy as that. So what I sometimes I feel that could be better is when people try to complicate things. Because they might feel, because of maybe certain pressure or influence by the society, they do not see polygamy as a tool for nation building, or what we call human capital.
Expanding the human capital.
Expanding the human capital. Okay, they see polygamy as something which will ruin the society, or which is harmful for society. I mean, there has been cases where people do polygamy, but they don't do it the right way.
Yeah.
They are bad politicians. Doesn't make politics dirty. Always make me dirty actually. But yeah, so yeah, I mean like we had politicians who actually screw up the whole country. Okay, I mean nobody says politics is bad.
Sure. Yep. That's
So
true.
there's
That's
one
true.
or two bad apples doing polygamy the wrong way. Why make black sheep out of them?
And that's something very interesting. When I was trying to do some read up and was trying to quote some studies, many things that I came across was when I tried to search, does polygamy affect how bad it affects the wife or especially the kids? And there are many studies that says for kids there are some whereby they have confidence issue and they've got problems with studies. How is it in your opinion?
Yeah, through
have
through
you-
your experience,
through
and
experience.
since you've seen so many couples undergone polygamy,
Mhm.
I mean the legitimate one, the ones that are seen as legitimized in the eyes of the court. How are the family structure? How are the wives? How are the kids? Do they grow up alright? Do they have any any lingering hate or psychological issues?
Or maybe to make it just as interesting, you've seen legal polygamy contracts, marriage, and also those whereby it was one-way traffic.
Thailand,
Thailand, yeah.
Go Thailand, no?
What is the biggest difference that you see in the family structure of these two kinds of polygamy?
Okay, right. It's quite a tough question. Okay, from my experience, of other people's experience.
Yes.
Because I'm monogamy, right?
What?
Sayang, I'm a monogamy, okay? They're trying to trap me, okay? Darling, no, listen.
He said from his experience.
From his experience,
Other
he's
people's
like,
experience.
no.
Okay, it's like this. Doesn't have to be polygamy. Sometimes even monogamy also, family also can crumble.
Yes.
Father gambler, mother prostitute.
Mhm.
Children also can be broken.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be polygamy. To me, basically marriage. It's all about collaboration. It's about collaborate. Collaborate. Can say the 18 exact words.
Can just
say
say.
it.
Marriage is all about collaborate, not collaborate. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not like durian.
Yes.
Okay. So marriage basically is sacrosanct. Okay. And the currency of marriage is sincerity.
Yes.
So you got to be sincere. And the test of sincerity in polygamy is that how sincere are you in a marriage? Okay. If marriage is not about after I marry you, you belong to me.
True.
Okay. Marriage is about giving each other's spouse the opportunity to blossom in the way that they choose. So, so the sincerity in polygamy is that, and the hardest part, okay, because as the people who are faithful, okay, I would think, what is ideal to me is that because it is allowed in the Quran, okay, the next best thing to do is for the parties to help each other to blossom, to bloom. Okay. And interestingly, the most important thing is what the parents, the mother, will have to program the child about polygamy. What does he tell the children when the father marries another woman? Is he a cheater?
Okay.
Or is he actually raising human capital? Or is he doing a nation building? Or is he actually saving another family? It can come from many perspectives. So I think the society have to be fair when it comes to this viewpoint. I mean, it's not just. I mean, we do hear cases where when the father polygamy, the child may hate the institution of marriage. It happens. But there are some bad stories, but there are also good stories. So the society tends to look at the negative first before the positive.
Yeah.
So I think this is where the society have to look it from the perspective, from the divine perspective. Because now as Muslims, okay, we believe Allah created human being. So if the OEM, the original equipment manufacturer say you must do this, there must be not you must, but you can. There must be a reason to it. So the equal of all sum is that for those who are brave enough, the brave hearts, okay, brave hearts. I pertabi, pertubuhan takut bini. Do you know the lion? You know singa harimau Malaya?
Yeah, I remember like yeah.
Okay, do you know singa Malaya?
Singer no.
I come to my house. Okay?
I hope she's watching this.
It's okay, we will record it, we will send it to her.
So basically it must be a shift in thinking that actually we are in any marriage. So the programming must be correct. Okay, when the husband marry the other wife, another spouse, the existing spouse should assist and collaborate to make sure that the marriage works as a form of sincerity. Because it's something which is allowable, right? How can I say? It's like saying, if a Malaysian, yes, can you sing negaraku? Cannot. But a Malaysian cannot sing negaraku. Is it Malaysian?
Yeah.
Malaysian or not?
True.
We don't know, right?
Yeah.
So similarly in marriage, if a person says that they believe in Allah and is a person of faith, they should take it in a stride.
Understand. Understand.
But from my perspective, there are many Muslim women, okay, like they read Quran, okay, in a month they complete the whole Quran.
Yes.
So basically Quran is about like 604 pages.
Yeah.
So to complete it in a month means they read about 20 pages a day. They are considered to be not the ordinary one lah. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, but even a woman who reads the Quran, completes the Quran every month, if she knows that the husband is marrying another person, she will just go,
Of course.
berserk.
Understand.
Okay, right.
It's human nature.
Yeah, it's human nature, right? But what is interesting is that, because women, they have one character. Okay, one character that is, I don't think men can understand lah. Men can try to understand, but they have one character, and that character is,
I have no idea.
We're not supposed to understand.
Good
try, though. It's a trick question.
Yeah.
It's a trick question.
If you want to understand women, it's as you mentioned, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. How to understand them?
Okay, very easy, very easy. Because women have one character, and the character is Aba was takbara. They are takbur is they have the feeling of it's not only jealousy, it's above jealousy. It's like I'm better than everyone else. Women have that compared to men. They have that. I am better than you. They have that over other people. I believe. I may be wrong. And back to the spiritual question, then we ask, okay, if that's human nature, then is Islam a religion that is that goes with the nature of human or against nature? You know what I mean? I mean, like if people say Islam is the way of life,
Yes.
kan? So is Islam against human nature, or is it against the nature of man? Right? Kan? I mean, like if God created man knowing that women are Aba was takbara, they are very jealousy, they are very like to. Why should God allow men to marry more than one? I mean, there's a no-brainer. Okay, the answer to me is that is the point where do you follow the nature or do you go against the nature? So what do you think? I mean, there's no right or wrong answer from your perspective. Is Islam the nature, follow the nature, or go against nature?
I think it's both actually. you can follow or you can go against.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a guide for how people should live their lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, Islam actually is not going with the nature or against the nature. It's above nature.
Good answer. Good answer.
Why? You come to the state of being above of all things.
Yeah.
When you say that, well, if he wants to marry another one, marry. I won't be. It's something like okay, like this. Feedback. People give feedback,
Yes.
but never take feedback personally.
I understand.
But if you take feedback personally, you become bloody and messy.
Yeah.
A feedback is a feedback. It's
Yeah.
like a bullet coming, like the Matrix. The bullet coming and just dropping. You should take it just like that. But women, no. I am better than her. Why do you marry her? Give me 10 reasons. Like that susah lah. Then start to gladiate. Then things get messy lah, for no reason.
I understood.
So, ladies, my advice to you: if you happen to have an idea that your husband is polygamy, pretend not to know is better.
Okay. So pretending not to know.
Because in marriage,
Yes.
the most important skill that couple should have, acting skill. Very important. Hey, I've been married twice. Okay, I've been married 3 times and been divorced twice. Guys, let me tell you, the guys out there, the most important marriage skill in marriage, acting. You must know how to act.
So where's your Oscar?
Huh?
Where's your Oscar?
Ada. No, wait. If you get Oscar, that means people know you're acting.
Exactly. So the best actors don't get Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
good.
get caught and you got judged.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Say, you did a good job.
Exactly.
So good actors don't get the Oscar.
Alright.
I feel like there's an epiphany moment here.
For me, from what I read in history, especially during the times of the Prophet Muhammad, because during his time it's a very rough time. He was actually a warrior as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was.
he was a general. He had a lot of people under him. So what happened is he actually advocated polygamy for the main reason of protecting his soldiers' wives, because when his soldiers fall in battle and they die, they leave behind a family, they leave behind a wife and the kids. It is then after that up to that soldier's friends to pick up the mantle of being the man in the house for a family that has lost the man in the house.
That's what friends are for.
So
for good times and
for
bad
bad times.
times.
Yeah,
Bukan bad
times.
I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Okay, so
no problem. So that's why that's how he encouraged polygamy, not for earthly pleasures, but more for protecting, for allowing his warriors to focus more in battle and to give their life for the cause without worrying that if they do die, the families will be left behind.
I think you think too much, bro.
No, I don't know. This is what I read.
This is what you call mental masturbation. And you reach the point of climax, bro. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Don't think too much.
Whatever turns me on.
Okay, like the lecture.
The guy in the song code just just score 1-0.
No, I'm not keeping score. No, I'm just.
It's okay, I'm keeping score.
Me too. Okay, like this. No, like this. Okay. Actually, the Arab society. Now, do you know how Islam came to Malaysia? Because like I can't go like, if I'm not Arab. Okay, say that I'm in Saudi Arabia and I want to propagate Islam in Asia. So I can't do it if my family is not taken care of. So what happened is the society in the way indemnify, the society in the way protect the community by saying, look, if you go and you die, everything we count him. Okay, not like in I think in Muslim society now, if there's marriage or there's death, nasib lah, you know. You know what happened when a husband die? The wife, the couple at the end of the road dies. The husband and wife in the middle of the road. The wife when they come see the lady at the divorce or husband, hold the hand, like title. They don't get they get misplaced in a marriage and weddings invitation and so on. So so basically in the Arab society, like we said correctly, it's true. Whether it's war or anything, they get this guarantee that your clan, your religion, your community, your society will indemnify you. I mean everything they take care lah. They take care, right? So that makes them focus more on what they're doing, especially in the cause of Allah, right? So but if they die, okay, then the family, the wife will get a second chance lah to marry, you know. It's not something which is I would feel it's not something which is done in pleasure, but it can be strategic. Sure. I mean, like even from the prophetic period or now, when people, like I'm a lawyer for example, right? Why would I polygamy? I have my wife is minus 12 years from me, you know, like yeah. So why would I polygamy now? On the physical wise, I'm very happy. But if I want to go far in life, okay, I've got to think. Now, what makes a lawyer great? Number one, somebody to trust, TRUST, to trust. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
And then
no
someone
H.
trusts.
There's no H, right?
No H.
Okay.
There's no H.
Just checking.
Yeah. To build a business. So the lawyer will marry, as a lawyer, if I marry another lawyer who can do the back end, the woman who can do some behind the scene, and it's SENE, not SIN, okay, okay. So one wife take care of the firm, okay, right. So another wife is maybe a judge or a registrar of court, okay. Another wife is a librarian, a researcher. Do you think my life as a lawyer would be better compared? I mean, my career can flourish more compared to the monogamous marriage?
Well, you definitely paid less compared to a law firm that wants to bribe the judge.
Exactly. I mean, like technological wise, networking wise, you know, you actually have your foot in every segment of the career. So that is being tactical. Okay, right. Number one, and number two, why would polygamy be good now? Because I just made to realize, you know, I got a friend who married 3 wives. Okay, so there was the first and second, they are buddies, but the third wife, who married him, is a divorcee, and she divorced 3 times, mind you. Okay, so he said that in my third marriage, I want to marry a divorcee. So okay, fine. So she married a divorcee. So it turned out that this divorcee have some other ideas about marriage. I mean, she, for example, she won't submit to the husband. I'm better off than you, kind of thing. I'm the princess. You know, I'm different. I'm a diva. You know, but and she actually left the matrimonial home for 2 weeks without a phone call, nothing. You know, so the husband decided to discipline the wife, and said to her very simply, look, your 2 sisters, my 2 other wives have no problem with our arrangement. Why do you think you should be treated differently? So actually it's a way of giving a feedback to a person that, okay, you're a diva, but don't be too diva all the time. So actually it's one way of auto-correcting the society. Auto-correcting the society, as opposed to we have many divorcees who actually, I mean like they have basic needs. Okay, let's be blunt about it. Some can tahan, some can withhold, save their love, some cannot. Some are savers, some are spenders. So those who are love spenders, they just go around. I mean, like, the nature hates vacuum, man. I was told lah.
Right.
The nature hates vacuum.
He always has like a 2-second pause.
Yeah, you pause.
Yeah, let's catch it here 4 more times. We'll compile it later.
So and there's a lot of eating behind scenario in society. So actually there is something that we need to address, because if there's children out of wedlock, you know, you see, having a stolen moment is okay, you know, but saving all my love for you, that one is, you know the song? A few stolen moments is all that we share. You have your family and they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list, but no other man's gonna do. 'Cause I've been saving all my love for you. Problem or not problem? We have this kind of song in the society.
It's a subliminal brainwashing.
For what?
Yeah, when you hear that, and it feeds into you that says that this is what society is or can be.
Yeah, true. And there's a lot of what we call behind the scene, and that's SIN thing. You know, so either you get caught or not. But it would be detrimental to society. It would. It would. So naturally, as a way to autocorrect, is polygamy. And man by nature is polygamous. By nature, man is polygamous, and so is woman. But what would differentiate the discernment is that I would feel that is that man would be how shall I say? I would say like this. Do you know why God gave us 5 fingers? Why not 4? Why not 3? Why 5?
No idea. But I'm sure you
One
will tell me.
husband,
Yeah.
4 wives. God in all His wisdom. So every day, make sure you look at your finger.
Why the second hand?
Why the second hand? Okay, right. Because if God here 5 finger and here 4 finger, you become deformed. Right? So God make it 5 also. Bro. So 5 fingers.
Oh my god.
So this time.
Oh yeah, it's jumping all of us, man.
We're gonna cut this out from the final edit. we'll only play your stuff.
So that's why God give 5 finger. So when you say peace be upon you, always put the 5 finger. Peace be upon you.
Interestingly enough, also, Amir, while those are very interesting perspective of how polygamy can be seen and also is seen in society, especially the legal one, the legal polygamy. How about in your opinion and experience from other people?
From other people. Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to the underground polygamy,
Right.
how's the structure like? Is it still on provision or is it more on the male lust factor?
Okay, basically depending on the deal. Okay, sometimes it can be provision, sometimes it can be male lust structure, but definitely the wife is shortchanged. This is what I would like to address the gap in society, because if it's done illegally, sometimes even husband sick, wife cannot visit, second wife cannot visit.
Yep.
How to submerge, right? And sometimes they only know at the grave, at the grave when the husband is being buried. Suddenly the one lady come with a child who look
Kids.
just like the husband, right? Of course, all hell will break loose. But I think in the best case scenario, we should take it as we should be able to discern and not misconstrue on the intention. If able to die, if the man is able to die, does it till the end, I mean, like, he's really a good actor. He should deserve an Oscar.
In his grave line.
He doesn't deserve an Oscar. Okay.
It's called posthumous.
I mean, like, you know, that's why the song we have, I'm not an actor, I'm not a star, and I don't even have my own car. Actor. But you know, but sometimes, you know, depending what's the deal. Sometimes there are people who are, one lady who have everything except her husband. So that's why she wants to feel how is it like to have a husband, the human touch, right? So they may consider that.
On the short changing part that you were talking about, when things don't go the correct way and they do it
The other way.
The other way, yeah.
The road less traveled or the less of resistance. What happens with?
No. What about this efficient frontier?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.
No, I'll refrain from saying something about you. when it comes to the path of less resistance or efficient frontier, aka underground, and
You mean the submarine?
the submarine,
Okay, the submarine.
what happens with the estate?
Oh, actually, the second wife can claim. No
She can
issue.
claim.
She can claim, but first she has to prove that there is marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, she must be able to claim. If she doesn't want to claim, it's fine. But the children is also the rightful heirs
Yes, that's right.
estate.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That really complicate matters.
Mm-hmm.
And we cannot blame the first wife if she make the court application for distribution because she doesn't know about the existence of second marriage.
Yeah.
So basically, what will happen is, in the view of second marriage, usually the man would be wise enough to stash something aside, like the Swiss account, so to speak. Something held in trust, and so on, just to make sure that the second family is taken care of. I mean, like, he's got to be responsible for that. But not all men is like that, you know. So I say some men are like public toilet. You know what I mean?
The dirty part, or you have to pay money to go in? I still get the dirty one.
I don't know. I mean, like, the feminists would say that. The family would say that. But actually, it's all about structuring. Structuring. It's about getting good advice and doing the things the right way. I mean, like, but I'm sure, like, you know, in my job as a lawyer, even there are times where I'm tempted. Let's face the fact. Now, in your work as doctors, right? If you see 100 people, is it possible for you to like one person?
Yeah, I mean the possibility is there. Yes.
Okay, right. Now, if you see 500, is it a possibility of more than like having lines?
No, well,
Stolen
there's always the part where
stolen moments.
the stolen moments,
Is
stolen
all-
glances.
Stolen glance, you say.
Stolen glance. Oh my God!
Yeah, but again, between that,
No, when
and
you scratch, what does it mean when you do this?
oh, that's
This is his
my thinking mode.
No. This is his tick whereby he's really nervous. He's like, okay. Scratching another one. Okay.
Read the body
Scared already.
I'm not gonna let you go.
If I let you go, would you ever know? Okay.
So, Sina,
It's something about I have no idea.
Yeah, we've settled the estate.
Yeah, you said that estate. No, so he was saying about. Amir was saying about the
you like-
probability. Yes,
Of liking somebody.
someone.
Okay, right, alright, okay.
I think as humans, or in fact as mammals. Mammals. Let's go down to the basic level.
What about primate, bro?
Yeah, even primates.
Okay.
So
What about the man in the mirror?
that's when you look at yourself.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Hopefully there's clothes on.
Oh, apparently aku. Are you saying me?
Jangan terasa.
Say you.
Say him.
Say it always. Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry.
So
As mammals, as
even
as
as
mammals,
as
yeah,
mammals
okay,
or
right.
as human, as mammals or animals were not made to be monogamous. They're all polygamous. Animals go around and they strengthen their tribe.
right.
And in fact, even when we were of earlier structure, there was no such thing as a formalized marriage. It was a tribe.
Right.
And within that tribe, strengthening yourself and procreating was one of the ways.
Right.
So, in fact, making monogamy as the only legal way was only through evolution of society, of social structure, and in fact was less than about 2,000 years or 1,000 plus years only.
When monogamy?
Mm.
No, really. If you ask me personally, it's all about religious belief.
Well, I think even before the religious belief.
No, I mean, okay. Let's Christianity. There's polygamy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, there is.
Ah.
Yes.
So monogamy come, I think, from Catholic. Catholic are monogamous.
No, even the Chinese are polygamous.
Yeah,
Actually,
Chinese are
polygamy.
actually
Indian are
polygamous
polygamous.
by-
In fact,
Hindus are
in
polygamous.
fact, once upon a time, polygamy was seen as you having a lot of wealth.
Exactly.
But I mean, kings were polygamous.
Exactly.
Emperors were polygamous.
Yeah.
And yet it was to build their kingdom and
Allies.
allies.
So what's happening to society now? Like they
But-
going bonkers?
Well, maybe, but that's for you to answer because you're the lawyer. We'll stick out of it.
Oh, you shoot the car and I have to clean it. Okay, right.
You know what they say about men in public toilets, right?
Okay, so the question is,
No.
why
so,
a shift? Why a shift?
So the shift. Why
Why the shift from a polygamous society to a monogamous society?
Interesting
in your-
question. Who made all these laws?
Yeah, it's humans.
Humans,
No,
humans.
I know it's human, but we must be dictated by something. Must be something either religious. I mean, things don't just come just like that. You know? Okay, it must be religious. So probably it's more Western than Eastern. Because the Eastern culture is always polygamous.
Mhm.
Western, probably they like more of monogamy, but they sleep outside, eat outside. Right? I mean, like
True.
in the end, it's people. It's all about
It's
people.
true,
But
it's
if you
true.
ask them, I'm sure they like polygamy as well.
But I think that's a very interesting couple of
And the
points.
saddest thing in life is to have two heels and one belly dictate the man. Seriously.
Well, I think that's probably most men.
Who's
yeah.
wearing the trousers, bro?
Yeah, I think that's that. No, you see, right? Wars are fought and lost just over the two hills
Yeah.
and the valley.
Okay, it sounds like Troy.
Huh?
Happened in Troy.
It happened in Troy.
Happened in
Yeah.
Troy.
It happened
It
in-
happened in Troy.
But only Achilles and Hector can go down and battle in the arena. Amazons don't do that, bro.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even in Chinese, there is a handbook for strategies of war.
三字.
Sun Tzu. One of the strategy is to deploy beauty to disarm an entire nation. So what they do is they plant pretty ladies, concubines, and all for wives and generals in order to disarm them, to assassinate them, and all. So powerful women always fall prey to women at the end of the day.
Exactly. It sounds like Matahari. That's what Matahari
Yes,
is.
Matahari is a spy. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, true. So
Yeah, but like I said, it's interesting that.
so be
when-
wary of pretty women. Is that what you're saying? And pretty men.
I think just be wary of everyone. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting
No,
because
but I
when
think,
we talk
but
about
I think
careful
women
where you
does it
stick
better.
Women-
No, but I think women does it better. I mean, I must say.
because they're not looking for awards. We are secretly. Whereas you think we have the word trophy wife, no one ever says trophy husband.
God.
Oh really? Yeah?
They just don't say it.
Ah,
It doesn't come out of the mouth.
See, it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
For men, we say it out loud. Yeah, but at the end of the day, whether monogamy or polygamy, a couple of words that keep coming back, or a couple of points that keeps coming back very interesting is always on sincerity, trust,
That's
being
TR,
fair,
right?
justice.
Yeah,
Fairness,
yeah,
justice. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think one of the points that I like to shoot across is that while we're not saying which one is better, but in any marriage institution, regardless whether it's a monogamy or polygamy, and what are the effects, what Ami says is right. We always see polygamy as something that is in the bad light,
Negative, yeah.
in the
Yeah.
negative side. Ami
Yeah.
has given some perspective on how it can be used for better. But again, the responsibility still falls in. That
Yep.
The guy still needs to be able to be sincere, trustworthy, to provide, being just, and those are very high virtues that not many men can actually achieve
Yeah.
consistently and through a prolonged time.
And of course, there's no harm trying. Lah.
Ah.
You make it
yeah. It's always about
No harm trying.
No, I'm trying. Well, what's the worst, right? You fail only, man.
Then what? Try again.
You try again. You try again.
Dark is the night, I can weather the storm. Never say die, I've been through this road before. I'll never quit, I'll never lay down. I'll make sure they remember my name 1,000 years from now. Never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I never fail. I just stand up and fight again. Something like that lah. Can
1,000 years. People remember Dr. Inky's name if he does.
If I do something bad, then people remember me for 1,000 years.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, whatever the negative implication that a polygamous relationship may have, I'd say children with low confidence, poor study outcomes, dysfunctionality, it also will happen in a dysfunctional monogamous relationship.
Yeah, I mean, at end of the day, right? If you see probably the children from an open polygamous family, it means they are actually very open about it. They are legalized compared to one of a divorced family.
I'd rather 100% go for polygamy.
Yeah.
But talking about that, now I've got a question to both of you.
Sure.
Okay, now, what's marriage to you in one word?
Marriage,
One word.
I think it's trust.
Trust.
And it's the TRUST. with the H as well.
Dr. Ellie?
In his dictionary, the H.
That's DIC, right?
No, which one?
Yeah,
The dictionary.
The dictionary, yeah. In his dictionary,
CK.
TH came before TR.
Well, in everyone's dictionary, isn't it?
But some of us we read the back first.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Ellie, what's marriage to you in one word?
I think it's effort.
Effort.
For me, it's effort. Effort. How about for you?
Yeah, for yourself.
Negotiation.
Negotiation.
I've been divorced twice. After the third marriage is all about negotiation. How we negotiate. So why do I ask this one question? Because it actually is the operating system
Of course.
of how our brain works. Now for Dr. Inky, it's all about trust. Now I mean can I be open?
Yeah, please be open.
Okay. Any clue of a mistrust would make him go haywire.
Yeah.
For you, it's
Effort.
So if one party doesn't put effort, or you have to put all the effort in the marriage. But for me, it's all about negotiation.
Or how about if one party doesn't want to negotiate?
One party doesn't want to negotiate.
No.
It's called like impasse. It's called
it's called
impasse.
impasse.
You're quite open, then just walk out.
Mm.
And then come back lah.
Well, you walk out, you go ahead and come back.
Like when you buy fish in the market, right?
If
How
you
much
ask for the
is
price, you don't want, you walk out lah.
You walk out lah. Then you come back because the fish is so fresh. So fleshy fish. Come back lah. I mean like in negotiation, walk out is quite normal.
Yeah.
Alright? But there's other form of negotiation. But it's negotiation. I'm a student of negotiation. I mean this is what I thought I learned from Dave Rogers. One of where I interviewed on FB Live. And he said that one way of by being patient in life is to be a student of something. Like you're a student of trust. You're a student of effort. I'm a student of negotiation. So the way we look at life and the way we navigate our way through life is based on our operating system.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right. But the most important thing is we have to make sure it's sustainable.
Yeah.
Kan? I may take marriage as negotiation, but my wife may take it as something else.
True.
So it's finding a common ground.
So is it important that both couples or the man and the wife find out what they want from the marriage before they actually get into the marriage? Because a lot of times love gets in the way, it blinds us, but after a couple of years in marriage, when things happen, love disappears. Then is it important?
Actually, that happened. Can I be blunt?
Yeah.
It happened in Chinese marriage.
Yeah. No, it happens in most.
No. Chinese marriage.
Oh, Chinese marriage. Okay.
After a few years of getting married, the wife said to the husband, "Darling, yes, you're my bitch." Malay marriage, no way, man. Malay marriage, every Thursday night, I am the man. Okay.
At least once a week.
But Indian marriage, okay. Drama lah.
That one's all based on their movies.
No, one touch. Just not that touch, bro. Tamil movie like Hindi movie. So depending lah. So now, so that is how we look at marriage. Okay, so what was the question?
I'm just thinking about hitting someone's
something,
picture.
no, something about when two people want to get
Okay,
married.
right.
Do they need to first talk about what they want in marriage?
No, okay. What they want is not important. The most important thing is for them, I believe, okay, in any marriage, a person should have what I call a prenuptial agreement. Okay, prenup is very important, or postnuptial agreement. For Muslim, you have postnuptial agreement. Put it in writing what you want. Because just words, all these are BS. Right?
Hearsay.
Sorry?
Hearsay.
No, it's BS.
Total BS.
Yeah, lah. I mean,
Total BS.
Because
a lot
you
of
just want to
marriage-
get married, right? So you
Just want to get it done.
anything.
Okay, I mean, there are two things. Like, get it done or get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so most, even in my marriages, it's always been get it whatever lah. As long as you get the document signed,
He wants to go home tonight.
The singer Malaya is calling me.
I saw you on every day.
Darling, we need to negotiate.
So the most important thing is to have a prenup or marriage agreement, and from that, both parties subscribe to the sanctity and the sacrosanctness of the marriage agreement. So that will be the constitution of the marriage, like rukun negara lah. Okay, and then from there, we chart the marriage. So I think that's the best way, but it's not a culture in Malaysia because they say, you don't trust me, it's TR,
Yeah.
you don't trust me. So I mean, like as a lawyer, I can tell you, even when people sign agreement, they still can go back and say, I was forced and twisted to sign this agreement.
Yeah, understood.
There's something called unconscionable bargain. You CEO, I clerk, of course you give a sign, but I don't read.
Yes.
Written in Hindi, not even the official language of Malaysia. So people can come up with so many things. But actually, I found out a way to circumvent all this. And one way is when we do the signing, make sure you have video. Call the film crew, call the film crew. They make crew move like movie,
Instagram.
No, like movie, Okay, like FB Live, Okay, sign, okay, to show that you actually understand. So that one cannot acting lah, because the antithesis to acting in marriage. is acting.
Yeah. So we've been talking a lot about male polygamy. Now,
Right.
how about female polygamy? Have you encountered one lady with many partners slash
Okay,
husbands?
Okay, from my experience, of other people experience, right? They got. But women are better acted than men.
Yeah.
They seldom get caught. It's always actually God. But not polygamy lah. I mean like
But she got caught lah.
got caught. Husband not very clever. Cars transporter. Handphone got tracker. Technology, really change. That's when they feel that actually the woman instinct is higher. Men
Men a bit dumb lah, basically.
Yeah, they go dumb and go hard. Just to borrow my daughter's men go dumb and go hard, okay? Right, but when they decide to be smart, okay, that's men become OCD. Yeah, tracker, everything, private investigator, and
Go
so
all
on.
out.
Yep.
They go all out lah.
Yep.
Because men is like that. Okay, they tend to be perfectionists. So, that happens. That happen, and I've seen cases where clients are caught. There was one case, the husband hired a private investigator, and then they rush. Okay, they raided the place and saw the husband with another man in the chalet. When they asked the man, "What are you doing?" They were actually catching mosquito. So, but done deal lah, done deal. It's a done deal. So, but in any case, even if the wife is caught for adultery, her rights as a wife would remain. I mean, she's entitled for matrimonial assets.
Yes.
She's still entitled to matrimonial assets. She's entitled to whatever the claims. The court will look into the claims. The fact that she is having an affair is not important. It will be ground for divorce, but no other thing, because hey, you got to see things from two sides of the perspective. Now the husband may say the wife is cheating on me, right? The husband never tell about he's having ED, not executive director, but erectile dysfunction. Right? The husband never tell that he has back problem or kidney problem. So you have, if you're on Lipitor,
Yes.
okay, Lipitor, a person has kidney problem or they have knee problem, back problem, koyak already. You know, it's like yesterday. All my dreams are very far away. Suddenly, I'm half the man I used to be. Right? Become half man. Right. So that one they don't say. So I always give benefit of the doubt to the wife. I'm sure. I mean, most of the time I find that wife actually are loyal. It's when something goes wrong and they cannot get remedy that they will do resort to such things. Okay, they will resort to going to resort lah.
Catch mosquitoes. Catch mosquitoes.
No, somebody catch a mosquito for them.
Interestingly enough, the mosquito catcher usually doesn't wear clothes. You know why?
Because they're bait.
Oh no, it's to bait the.
Correct! To bait the
right.
I never knew Dr. Ellie, you're a student of mosquito.
It's student of effort.
This is from my experience.
It's for
observing other people.
Okay. Wow, amazing.
I learned from Sheikh Cool. But
Even if I'm shaken, I hope I'm still cool.
I hope you're not too stirred either. Regarding female polygamy, interestingly enough, I think only
It's
one
called polyandry.
Polyandry, yes.
Only one society is known to practice polyandry. I think this is somewhere up in the mountainous area beyond Nepal or somewhere around there.
Must be the Chinese.
Not the Chinese per se, but
Of Chinese origin?
of Chinese, Nepalese, somewhere around there. Those
Okay.
kind of, those origins. Whereby the wife, if they get married, the wife is married to all the brothers.
Nope. All the brothers.
Suddenly you're very shocked, huh?
Oh.
It's all the brothers.
It's called a brotherhood. Okay.
It's a brotherhood.
It's
a brotherhood.
Alright. Alright. And the award usually goes to who? The award.
I don't know.
There must be like the
Well, I don't know how
King
it
Chicken
works.
Award. You know,
I don't know
like
how it works, but I
the
guess
pecking order.
I guess whatever it is, when the kid comes out, everyone has shared responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't know whose is it.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like you have her for 9 months, then you 9 months. then
Yeah,
you 9 months.
yeah.
It's probably Monday to Sunday, just never on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Nah, never.
Never on a
Never on
Sunday.
Sunday.
You can kiss me on a Monday. A Monday is very, very good.
He said good, I didn't say anything.
You can kiss me on a Tuesday. In fact, I wish you would. And you can kiss me on a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, and Saturday is best. Never on a Sunday, cause that's my day of rest. Come any day that you like the
And
best.
it's not COME, right?
Only stay away on my day of rest. No, one of the beauty of polygamy is the wife actually can rest.
Oh yeah.
And she gets full salary based on but doing half the job.
Yeah.
Because
There's
the job-
there's only a second wife. If there's a third, she only does 1/3.
Yeah, true. And because I mean, as a wife, the first deal, if I'm the wife, I would say whatever monthly allowance I'm getting, it should stay.
Yeah.
Before you marry, take another wife. And that's, I think, in all fairness.
Yeah, I think in fairness, those who are looking into it, they have to be just.
Yeah, you have to be
able
just,
to
yeah.
provide not just money-wise, but
Yeah.
even your time, your effort, your trust, and must be very good at negotiating.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, true.
One wife, you negotiate. 2 wives, you have to
Yeah, you
negotiate.
definitely have to negotiate.
tough for
with two wives.
negotiator.
And if
Yeah.
they gang up on you, your negotiation skills is put to the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get the third wife who will like feed.
Who's a negotiator lah?
Top.
The third one, as he says, what? It's a judge, right?
Yeah, the
It's a
judge.
Only 2% can put a lawyer into his right box. One is a judge, the other one is bar council staff.
Bar council stuff.
Okay, and bar staff, whatever lah. Because they deal with lawyers every day. Okay, they know the operating system of a lawyer. So like, yeah, I mean like, nice. And I used to like, I always like to use the one word game because it gives me the insight to what the person is thinking. Like what the game that we played just now, can we give? You just ask the patients. The problem in marriage. What's marriage to you? Oh, I want this and that. So that's how you twist and turn. Whatever answer that come,
The first answer lah.
Whatever answer that
Yeah.
comes from the person's mouth, that is the answer that we close the deal.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I met a client of mine. Husband passed away. Assets worth 15 million. 15. And I made the interview and I came up with a document, the contract. And I said, okay, Dato', it's 15. Our fee is only is 500,000, which many lawyers will say was cheap, but it's okay. But she took time to sign the document. And then I asked her, after renegotiating, she signed the check, but she doesn't want to give me the check. She signed the agreement, but she said, I want to keep it. Then I asked her this question. Dato', tell me what is estate administration to you in one word. Okay, after I ask that question, you shut up. Because in negotiation, there's always when to talk and when to shut up. I shut up. She said, burden. I say, operating system? Burden. That's why I'm here. When I walk out that door, I'll take away all the burden from you. Guess what, bro? I got the contract. So it's a matter of the power of one word.
Today we learn something.
But condolences, bro, you can use it on your wife.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
here to say.
I will subtly put it in.
Unfortunately, you're in a Chinese marriage.
I'm the bitch, right? I'm the peach. I'm the peach.
You're a very
I'm the
peachy
peach.
guy.
I'm the peach. Yeah, I'm the peach.
You're the best peach
I'm the peach.
No, okay, wait. In all fairness, I may be prejudiced. Okay, in all fairness, not all I see is, it's all my perspective.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's fine.
As they would say in Asia work, true to you, but not someone else. Can. I mean, like, the first thing is, I don't think people would lie, and people see from their observation, but it can be wrong.
It's true.
Can. So that's something, in Asia work, I learned in Asia work, I don't know if you're familiar with Asia work, they say true to you, but not to everyone else.
Well, but I think that's fair, and it just lends perspective over this topic, and as we said, there's no right, there's no wrong.
Yeah.
We're just adding.
No, actually, I hate that. There is right and there is wrong.
No, that.
You can't say there's no right and there's no wrong. What I would say is this. There is something that suits you more than other. That's better. Right or wrong?
That's true.
Because there is right and wrong.
That's
true.
Stealing is right. Stealing is
It's
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
Screwing your nation is
It's
wrong. Right?
Yep.
But whether it suits you or not, that's a different story.
Yeah, or you get caught or not, that's the other thing.
Yeah, true.
But it's true. But a lot of times you get caught, but prosecution was bad, so or defense is good.
Well,
Anyway, that's a different.
yeah,
that's
that's a different topic
altogether.
lah.
All right, so
No, there is the topic actually, because what the whole thing is one word.
let's do the one word game.
He's back to
He's
the
back.
point.
Sorry, bye. Okay. Unless it's sub-judice, I won't go there. Unless I won't go there. Okay, right? But what's in one word? You can describe your experience. Okay? Huh?
For which one?
Well,
We better define what are we answering the one word game.
Let's not go where angel did not track, and let's not skate on thin ice. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so next question.
Well, we would love to go on, but I think we've pretty much covered quite a fair amount.
Yeah,
and we'll see. We may call you back again for another topic.
Yeah, no, we can always call you back for other topics.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're in law, and then you do sing quite well. Maybe the next time we get you in for a karaoke session,
We'll provide lyrics so
Yeah,
that all
lyrics
our
that-
viewers can actually join in. But we'll get the playlist up ahead. You know.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're about to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're about to the end. Amit, sum up in 60 seconds for us.
polygamy in 60 seconds.
It's all about sincerity. It's all about going 100%, and it's all about coming to the face of God and say, I take it as you have commanded. That's the deal.
Alright, well done. So we are at the end of our show, and with that we would like to thank you very much, Amir. You have been fantastic.
We'll meet again.
Definitely.
I don't know where.
Most likely we're here.
Most likely
But
we'll
I
be back here
know
again.
we'll meet again. some other day.
So to all viewers, thank you very much for joining us. Again, it's a hot topic, and I think this is the most 89 sex of all our episodes so far.
And this is actually the most fun that I've had.
Yeah, actually,
It's the most
singing
fun,
and
yeah.
laughing and making light of something that is serious, but we are not making a joke out of it. Just making it light. That's it. So please send us your feedback, and we will be back again next
We'll
week.
be back
It's
next
not
week.
FEET, right? It's FEED.
Yeah. You're on a roll.
Yeah, man. Okay, so we see you guys next week then.
All right, see you.
Bye bye.